So, I wanted to talk about Crackdown 3 for no real reason other than over the last few days I could really not get it off my mind after the new gameplay we got recently. So I really just wanted to talk about it since I really haven't ever given my thoughts on the stuff involving Crackdown 3 even though the game was announced 4 years ago. So I just kind of want to talk about my history with the series, just kind of laid back discussing some stuff, what I'm excited about recently, and if I will actually be picking the game up when it releases on February 15th now of 2019. So like I said, I do have a lot of really mixed emotions on this, and it has had a really weird history announcement wise. So just kind of going back to the original Crackdown, if you guys have not played this, it was a Games with Gold like years ago at this point, like 2014, 2013 I think, right when it first started, and it was awesome. This game, I love it. It's one of the games that like means the most to me, that I just have such great memories of, the amount of freedom it offered. This came out in 2007, the game did, and just the random fun that you could have with your friends. And in the background right now you're seeing actual gameplay of me and my friends from years ago when we would play this, but just all the different sandbox stuff you could do, all the different abilities there were. There was just something about it that was so, I guess, like innocent, and just like it wasn't concerned with being the most balanced gameplay experience of all time or just anything like that. It was just there to be fun and just be a huge awesome sandbox experience, and I love that. And it's a shame that we don't really get games like that nowadays, it seems, that are trying to be like that, except obviously Crackdown 3 and some other games that are like that same thing, like kind of like Just Cause is still kind of doing that, but there aren't a ton of them, and the ones that aren't too popular, so it does kind of suck now. But I do love that original Crackdown so much, and I just really was excited to see what the future of the series would be. It was fun, and really it was just the first open world game that I really gotten involved in and played, and it was like GTA at the time for us. We didn't play GTA 4 even though it, well, since it wasn't out yet, but we didn't play that game or just anything else kind of like it. Even we played a little bit of Saints Row, but it was mainly Crackdown, and even though it was only two-person co-op, it was awesome and a great time for us. Crackdown 2 I don't really have an opinion on because it's just, I never really played it. I heard it was bad. I think it may be one of the most forgettable games in history, so that sucks, but I was really excited for Crackdown 3. Now, moving all the way to E3 2014, where that E3 was actually like crazy, because that was where we got the Halo the Master Chief Collection announcement trailer, all the stuff with that, the stuff with Halo 2 Anniversary. We got a little bit of stuff for Halo 5, so that was like pretty exciting. That was also the first year where like I kind of started watching E3, so to finally watch it and then see that announcement at the very end for Crackdown 3, I was so excited. I don't think at the time it was called Crackdown 3, it may have just been called Crackdown, I don't remember, but still, I was so excited. And then we didn't really hear anything for a year. I believe the release date, that was in 2014, E3 2014, I believe the release date was set for 2016 or 2017, so it was still a good couple of years away, but it was okay. I also even remember they were supposed to have a beta in the summer of 2016, which of course never happened. Then moving to Gamescom 2015, which I didn't really talk about this, but this was probably, I've never been more like excited about gameplay footage reveal, I think, than I have been when we got the reveal at Gamescom 2015. This is where we got that giant, big, like almost 20-minute long demo of just all the different destructibility stuff you could do and everything, and it was awesome. And really, like I said, I was so excited after seeing that. I just wanted my hands on that game so immediately, just because there really wasn't anything like that destructibility that we'd seen, and just all the stuff they're talking about with the cloud servers and how it would be the same for everyone no matter where you were, having the same destructibility, and just the amount, like the level they had with entire cities being destroyed was awesome, and I was just so excited. Of course, it didn't come out when it was supposed to. The beta never came out. 2016 was just nothing. Then at E3 2017, we did hear back from the game again, where we got that whole Terry Crews thing, which now he's obviously a big part of the marketing, but that was the first time we saw that. And one thing I did want to point out is that all the gameplay we've kind of been seeing since 2015, like, except for the pose from like yesterday, but all the stuff we saw pretty much for all of 2017 and 2018 has all really not stood out to me, I guess. It's all been really generic. I haven't been really that into it. I just like watched the gameplay trailers. I'm like, alright, that looks like Crackdown, but new. Can we just finally get our hands on it? Like, I really don't care that much, aside from a couple of like really exciting things, like I said, the new information from yesterday. But when we did get that, I was excited, I guess. It was okay. And then, of course, we got it. It was supposed to come out in 2018, November of 2018. Then of course we got the delayed again to 2019 finally, and then at this year's E3 we got another trailer which once again meant nothing, and then we got delayed to 2019. And that brings us to a couple of days ago, we're at an event that Xbox was holding that I really didn't even know about. They announced a bunch of cool stuff. They had like some DLC for Tomb Raider, some new cinematic trailers for Just Cause, just a bunch of really cool stuff from Forza Horizon stuff, but included in there was also Crackdown 3. And the Crackdown 3 stuff we did get was actually pretty cool. They had a new trailer for pretty much their multiplayer, which I didn't even know they were going to be having full PvP, so that was pretty exciting. Makes it seem like the purchase will be more like worth $60 instead of just the original game, which like was cool, but I don't really know like if they had that same kind of, not level I guess, because it would still be obviously improved with all of today's like technological advancements and all that, but if they had that same type of thing, it'd be hard for a lot of people to pay $60 for that experience, even though Just Cause is doing the same thing, because they refused to add multiplayer for some stupid reason. Either way, we did get the Wrecking Zone gameplay yesterday, and some things that kind of caught my attention about it that made me kind of not stop thinking about it was the destructibility, and I heard them talking about this. The destructibility stuff is all still present, which I was really excited to see because that was something that I've just really been looking forward to for this game, and to have it kind of not be as much of a focus in the last few years, ever since 2015, was kind of disappointing, and to see that that is still a big focus of this game, same with the cloud servers, the same destructibility present on everybody, was still really exciting. Also, it is going to be 2 teams of 5, which I think that's cool, and I do kind of see from the gameplay they showed how it could be fun. It didn't like grab my attention or anything like that, I didn't think it was crazy, but I could kind of see how it could be fun, and also from what I've been reading about people that have gotten a chance to actually play it, the gameplay demos and stuff we've seen like online don't really do it justice, and I could kind of see why, because this does seem like the type of multiplayer experience in game that just you have to get your hands on to see if you like how it feels, and because it's obviously different to many other games out there than anything else that's really come out recently, so it does seem like it is going to have to be that type of thing where you're going to have to get your hands on it, see if you like it, and see if you want to actually purchase it. But it does have all the same stuff that I've been really interested in, so that's cool. This does bring us to the problem though. This game was announced 4 years ago, in 2014. The Xbox One had just come out when this game was announced. That is crazy. So at this point, does anyone even care? Obviously, Xbox's exclusives have been kind of trash. Fable Legends canceled, Scalebound canceled, Halo 5 not good, Gears of War 4 was good, just nobody really cared about it. Forza Horizon is still going strong, but besides that, that's really about it. I mean, they've been talking about all this new stuff, all these new like companies and studios they've been acquiring, and that's great, but over the last 5 years since the Xbox One has been out, we have had so little meaningful exclusives compared to Spider-Man on PS4, The Last of Us, God of War, all the different stuff, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Galaxy, just everything else that they're competing with is just terrible. And I don't obviously need to say this because this is well known, but obviously Crackdown was supposed to be one of their big flagship titles, and it's supposed to have been for the last 4 years now, and it's just now going to be coming out 5 years after its release. So while this gameplay does look cool, I think it is a little too late. I'm excited for the game still, and I still have mixed emotions, I guess, but it definitely, this didn't need to be coming out years ago. This needed to be coming out in 2016 after Halo 5, like kind of night with Gears of War 4 maybe, just all that stuff. This needed to be come out years ago, not at this event now where this console generation maybe is slowly starting to come to an end. We've had 3 consoles of the Xbox in this generation already, and this game is still 5 years out from when its original announcement was, and that's just ridiculous. Obviously, that's well known, but I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on it. The game will be coming out now on February 15th, 2019, so that is really exciting. I don't really know, honestly, if I'll be picking it up. It is a Play Anywhere title, so it will be on PC and Xbox One, which is cool, and obviously they're pushing the Game Pass approach for all their exclusives, since no one wants to buy them separately, so you want to pay $10 and then cancel it after you've beaten the entire game within a month? Sure, go ahead and do it, but I do want to say that if you were excited for this game like I was in 2014, you were watching E3, you were excited, and now you kind of are just kind of simmering down on it, because after, I'd say probably like mid-2016 was when I just stopped caring, and then I just kept seeing it, even up to the point where it was releasing in 2018, after the E3 announcement. I was like, alright, let's get it, and then it still just got delayed again. I just do not care anymore. It does look cool, and I don't want the work of these developers to go unnoticed, since I do feel like they've been putting a lot of time and effort into it, but at this point, it's just ridiculous how long we've been waiting, and I do think that this insane troubled development it's had is going to negatively affect probably its sales and just its reception to the general audience, even though all the stuff from, like I said, the Wrecking Ball gameplay or Wrecking Zone gameplay we got the other day has been mostly positive, and the people that have gotten to actually play it are really enjoying it. But is it a little too late? Probably, and that just really sucks to see, especially since it does look like the game will probably be a pretty solid experience. There are PvP multiplayer, co-op campaign, all the stuff that you come to really enjoy, and I don't know if I'll be picking it up, so I am interested to see what you guys think about this game. I don't think anyone really cares about Crackdown. I know a lot of my audience is subscribed for Halo stuff, but if you are interested in Crackdown, hopefully you enjoyed the video, me talking about it, giving my 2 cents on it. And what do you think about Crackdown 3's gameplay so far, since really there's not that much. Like, we haven't gotten, considering this game has been in development the last probably 6 or 7 years now, we haven't really gotten much, and it is a little disappointing to see. So, does that worry you? It probably should, and obviously, you probably are frustrated by this insane 5-year troubled development. So just tell me if you guys think you will be picking this game up, what you think about the new gameplay, and if you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Majestic Gaming.